Yeah, the storm's getting closer. We're tracking it now for quite a few minutes here. You know, I'm telling you a story now during this commentary on this beautiful storm. A big, beautiful storm. It's a beautiful storm. It's a big, beautiful storm. When I was real young, I went to buy a phone with my dad at the local phone company. It's a office down on Genesee Street, big brown building next to the post office. They actually had a showroom with different types of phones in it, and I remember it was cool as you could actually, test them. And they had all sorts of them. They had rotary dials. They had digital phones. They had wall-mounted. They had console phones. And back then the fax machine was new, and they were showing that off. I was like, a live showroom with all these phones and actually at the phone company. And my dad would pay the bills there sometimes too, especially if he had a questionable thing and they could look it up. I mean, they had the first direct dial computers there, so it's nothing like our wireless and high-speed cable. But I remember he had a questionable phone call, and he went down there, and they looked it up for him. And while he was there, he picked up a new phone, and ended up being our upstairs phone. And we replaced our old rotary dial phone too. And a little secret about the rotary dial phones, they're unhackable because they work on a pulse system that is 0 through 1. You know, pop, 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 pop. You know, pop, 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 pop. It's a code that's still there, but it's untraceable and legally very difficult to get a tap for. I mean, you need, if someone, like, if police want to observe you or anyone wants to observe you, the taps actually require a warrant from a judge to tap a pulse line. A rotary pulse phone is really something special. It's that if I were having, say, $1 billion and I were to buy a lot of stock in companies, I'd make our companies bring back local customer service. Especially any town over 5,000 people. Or now area, you got 10,000 at least. You count the whole valley, it's probably over 15, 20,000 people. It really should have local service. And that goes for the electric company too. It's all done online, and the new one, I looked into it. Yeah, they're owned by a Spanish company. They have no business being in Western New York. They've shut down way too many power plants. Prices are way too high. They talk about green energy, but those stupid windmills are anything but green. They never make back their money. The solar farms are even worse. As those break, they ruin the soil. All the toxic chemicals that go into them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good technology, but it should not be on farmland or forest land. It should be like over parking lots or on roofs of commercial or industrial plants. Huge spaces. I mean, the people doing this solar stuff in New York are dumb because we see how it's done right. Say, in Europe, they've seen their solar projects over parking lots and on existing structures. You can turn a whole neighborhood over there into a solar farm, and it looks kind of neat, and it doesn't make a nasty looking mess out in a field. We have, and the same also goes for our natural resources. We got oil and gas under New York. We should not be having to buy it from other states. There's gas and oil under this town, the town of Cornellsville, Steuben County. If you drill deep enough, you can get it. But no. Our state is run by people that should not be involved with daily life decisions. They think they know it all because they have some degree and they have foreign friends with billions and billions of dollars. Trust me, it's not the rich billionaires that are inventive you should worry about. It's the ones that are communist in nature, that don't actually work for what they have, but take. The problem is not the good rich people, it's the communist ones. That Mendami, he was a rich man before he ran for office. He should never have gotten New York City. And what's happening in this country is striking. New York should have its own resources and should use its own resources.